Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of JAIIB CAIIB English Medium. So this is the channel which is dedicated for all of you who are looking for a channel or who are looking for the classes for the purpose of their JAIIB and CAIIB exam in the English medium language. So first of all, welcome to the channel, and also let me know, is audio video both are okay? Are we good to go? Just let me know once, is audio and video both okay? Are we good to go? Do write all okay if you are not facing any audio or video issue so that I can start the session. Do write all okay. Okay, all okay is there. So let's start the session. So welcome to the channel of JAIIB CAIIB English Medium. This is your IE IFS class, and I will be your mentor for PPB as well as IE IFS subject of your JAIIB in English medium sessions. Okay, or in English medium preparation, I can say. So today, what we are going to do and what this particular session is, I guess all of you have seen the orientation word written in the class. Like, what is this orientation? So this is the batch we are starting for all of you so that we can help you in clearing your JAIIB paper. So this is this batch which is we are starting today with the basic orientation class first, in which we will be discussing what actually the JAIIB exam is and what should be done to clear the paper. Okay, and what should be done to clear the paper. Is everyone having the audio issue? Let me know. Is everyone having this audio issue? If not, then please write all okay so that I can continue the session. Is everyone having this audio issue? Vartika ma'am and Aksh sir, please rejoin the session because all the rest are writing all okay. So do rejoin the session once if you are facing any kind of issue. Okay, let's start. So this is our orientation class of your increment batch of IE IFS. Okay, this is the first class in which we will be discussing the orientation about your paper. Okay, so first of all, before moving forward, the major important part of the JAIIB is that the registration date have been changed by IIBF. The registration date earlier was 1st of August, but now it have been postponed to 6th of August. I guess every one of you have seen this notification. This is the notification that IIBF have given us, in which it have been defined that the registration of JAIIB will start now from 6th of August 2024, which was going to be start from 1st August. It have been said that the registration will start from 6th of August. So the date of registration have been changed, but there is no changes in the examination date. Okay, Vartika ma'am, please rejoin the session because everyone is not having the same issue you are having. So rejoin the session once. So from 6th of August, our registration is starting, and you can see here, these are the important dates that you all have to remember, right? First of all, from the 6th of August, registration is starting, and I would love to inform you all that do make sure as soon as the registration starts, you register yourself for JAIIB, because there is might a tiny chances that when you do register yourself first, then the chances is there you will get the venue as well as the time slot of your paper as per your wish. Okay, as per your convenient, you can appear. Obviously, you will give your choice. So there is a slight chances that you will get as per the center and as per the time slot you want for your paper. But there is no guarantee of that. In this paper in June 2024, IIBF have done something new. That is, for every paper, venue was different. Like for 2 paper, venue was 1, and for another 2 paper, venue was changed. So, but still, do make sure you register yourself once it starts. Then these are the very important part that you have to remember. The JAIIB exams are starting from 20th of October. The first paper will be of your Indian economy, Indian financial system. Second paper will be on 26th of October of principles and practices of banking. Third paper will be on 27th of October without any gap after PPB. That will be accounting and financial management for bankers. And the fourth paper will be there with the gap of 14 days. Okay. That is on 9th of November. That is your retail banking and wealth management. So one thing I want to tell you all, do listen it very carefully. When you are starting your preparation for JAIIB, go for 3 papers right now. The first is IE IFS, the second is PPB, and third is AFM. There is no gap between PPB and AFM paper, you can see here. And you can start retail banking after your AFM paper because you have a 2 weeks gap is there. So, but yes, it's not like right now you can totally ignore the RBWM. What you have to do, you can check the YouTube sessions of 1 hour of RBWM, which is going on regularly on JAIIB CAIIB English Medium channel. Vishal sir is taking these sessions. So do make sure right now you follow the YouTube sessions of sir and try to understand the subject. But the time more you have to allot to the RBWM after you clear your paper of AFM. Clear? So right now it is very important that we focus on these 3 subjects: PPB, AFM, and IEFS. Okay. Out of these 3 papers, the toughest paper you will find is of Indian economy and Indian financial system. The toughest paper you will find will be of Indian economy and Indian financial system. Second thing, the toughest syllabus you will find to cover will be of PPB. Okay. So do make sure you give time according to the requirement of the subject. Now, next thing, if you guys have any doubts regarding how to prepare or something else, you can ask in the comment section. Okay, always. Okay. So those who are watching us on YouTube, you can also ask your questions here because I'm checking your comments as well. Okay, let's start. So these are the 4 subjects. As you know, the paper 1 is Indian economy, Indian financial system. It's a subject which have been added in the May 2023 paper. And this, since then till now, the 3 paper have been conducted of IEFS, and all the 3 paper was toughest in comparison to the other 3 subjects of your JAIIB. Okay, so obviously this is a subject in which we have to be more focused. Second paper will be of your principles and practices of banking. It have a huge syllabus. Like PPB, individual book you will find is of 1,000 pages. So it have a huge syllabus, but somehow it is related to your day-to-day working. So you find the subject very easy to understand, but it have a huge syllabus. So we have to allot more time to prepare the PPB. Okay. Then next we have, that is paper 3, accounting and financial management for bankers, and the paper 4 will be retail banking and wealth management. So I will be taking care of PPB and IEIFS, these 2 subjects for all of you. Okay. Now, next, if we talk about the pattern of examination, you can see MCQ pattern questions will be there. 100 questions will be there. How many questions will be there? 100 questions will be there. And the time will be given to you is 120 minutes. It means 2 hours. In 2 hours, you have to attempt the 100 question. And it seems like an easy task, right? But the problem is now the pattern of question IIBF is asking are little tough, and as well as they are very lengthy. They are asking a lengthy questions, as well as they are asking what? They are asking for the statement-based questions. So the paper now is a time-taking paper. Earlier, the one-liner questions used to come, but that's not the scenario for present. So we have to focus on the practice also. We have to give the full-length mock test of 2 hours so that we will find that are we capable of easily covering all the 100 questions by reading the question and option and then attempting the question. Okay, this is very important. Now, next we have the passing criteria. Now, in the passing criteria, a lot of bankers are very confused. Like, I have cleared the paper. Now, once they come back from the by giving the paper, after giving the paper, they keep asking this question: I have this marks. I have cleared the paper or not? I have that number of marks. Is I have cleared the paper or not? So these kind of confusions are very much in the bankers. So first of all, do remember there are 2 criteria. The first criteria says that the minimum marks for each subject should be 50 out of 100. Okay. we have a paper of 100 marks, and it have been said that you have to have 50 marks out of the 100 marks minimum. This is the first criteria. This is what? This is the first criteria. In each subject, you need 50 marks to clear the paper. Second criteria is that candidates have to get at least 45 marks in each subject. Plus, aggregate 50% marks in all subjects. This is the second criteria. Aggregate 50% marks in all subjects. What does it mean? Let's understand. Let's say, for example, I am going for a paper of JAIIB, right, in October. So I have two choices, first and second. The second choice is saying if you want to clear the paper of JAIIB in single attempt, all the 4 subjects, then in each subject, minimum 45 marks are required. I can write here to clear JAIIB. This is to clear JAIIB in one go. Okay, like all 4 papers. In one go, if you want to clear all the 4 papers, this is the condition you have to follow. That minimum each subject should be 45 marks. Plus 200 marks overall. 200 marks overall. It means, as you know, that there are 4 papers of 100 marks. It means 400 marks are there of the JAIIB paper. Out of those 400, you have to get the 50% marks aggregate. It means 200 marks overall. So this is when you want to clear the JAIIB, all the 4 papers together. If you are going for individual subject in the individual attempts, let's say in October, I have given all the 4 papers, let's say for example, but only those papers will be found clear in which I have got 50 marks. Let's say in IE IFS, I got 50. In PPB, let's say I got 49. In third AFM, I got, let's say, 45. And in the retail banking, let's say, for example, I got 35, for example. Now, in that situation, the criteria second won't be followed. Here, only one paper I have clear which have a 50 marks. Now, for the June attempt, I have to give all the 3 papers. If you are not following these conditions, the second condition, the combination of your minimum 45 marks in each subject plus the 200 marks aggregate. If I'm not following this condition, then I have to have 50 marks in each subject minimum to clear the paper. Okay, whether that I got in 3 attempt or 4 attempt or 1 attempt or 2 attempt, but 50 marks are required. So the first criteria is simply saying minimum marks 50 to clear the particular subject, and to clear the JAIIB in one go, 45 minimum marks in each subject and 200 marks overall. Okay, let me know the passing criteria is clear to all of you. Let me know the passing criteria is clear to all of you. If you have any doubt, you can ask here. Okay, now, next thing is the time limit in which you have to clear the paper. So when you register yourself for JAIIB, right? When you register yourself for JAIIB, from then you get the 5 attempts. Like in 1 year, there are 2 attempts. Okay, so you will get 5 attempts. Or the 3-year period, whichever is earlier. So 2 durations have been given to you, that is 5 attempts, and the second is 3 years. Out of these 2, whichever duration or the attempt is earlier, in that situation, that is required to clear the JAIIB paper. If let's say in 5 attempts or in 3 years, whatever is earlier, in that you have not cleared all the 4 subjects. Okay, only 1 subject have been remained with the 1 marks, let's say. In all the other 3 subjects, you got 50, 54, 55. And in 1 subject, you got the 49 marks. And your 5 attempts, or the 3 years period, whatever was earlier, have been completed. In that situation, you have to go for all the 4 paper in the next attempt. Okay, in that situation, all the 4 paper you have to attempt again. Clear? No credits will be given to you. So the 5 attempts or the 3 years, whichever is earlier, is the duration that have been given to clear the paper. Right? Now, this is what we have as your syllabus of all the 4 subjects. Each subject have 4 modules, right? Each subject have how many modules? Each subject have a 4 modules. So you can see here. Paper 1, IE, paper 2, PPB, paper 3, AFM, paper 4, your RBWM. So paper 1, Indian economy, Indian financial system have 4 modules. Actually, each subject have 4 modules, okay? IE, IFS, Indian economic architecture, Indian concepts related to banking. A and B module are part of your Indian economy. So every one of you have studied the economic subject in a school. Might be some of you have a background in college as well, like in the education qualification, but everyone have studied the economics in school, right? So you all know about the A and B module, Indian economy, that we have to cover. Now the C or D part is your Indian financial system, that is related to the financial system of our country. Okay, C and D module is your related to Indian financial system. Both the C and D. C stands for Indian financial architecture, D is financial product and services. Now, what is financial system? When we talk about now, this is the part of Indian financial system. What is financial system? Financial system means the exchange of funds among the persons who have surplus money and the persons who have deficit of money. So when we exchange the funds among these people, that system is known as financial system. And it is regulated by RBI, SEBI, PFRDA and IRDA, all of these regulatory bodies. And that's what the Indian financial system actually means. Okay, so Indian financial system and Indian economy, these are the 2 different subjects which bring together and made your one paper, that is Indian economy and Indian financial system. And trust me, this is the subject which will be seen as the toughest paper in the exam. When you will be studying the Indian economy, Indian financial system, you will be finding it a little easy comparative to the paper you will see, because to understand concept is a one thing, but to apply those concepts in the paper is a different thing. And that's when the IIBF is providing us the tricky language in the paper. Or so at that time, application of your conceptual knowledge is what required to clear the subject. Okay. Then PPB have first module, general banking operation, as you see in the banking sector while you are performing your banking operation. Then lending operation of bank. This is also you see in your day-to-day job. Then the banking technology. This is a kind of banking technology is a kind of your module that you will find a little, what we can say. You have not heard a lot of terminologies because it's all about the technology banking sector is using. Okay, that's why. And the 4th one is ethics. Ethics are what we actually see in our daily life. See in our daily life means like the good person we want to become, or the good person we meet somehow in the journey of our life. Like it happens that you meet a certain person and you feels like that the person have a very positive vibes. The person is very ethical. The person is very honest. The person is having a very good integrity. So you started feeling like that you should also be like them. So you call them the idols of yours, right? You start copying them. You try to being like them. So ethics is which makes you a ethical person, which makes you a good person in context to your morals, your human values, your principles, etc. That's what you have to cover here. Okay, from the point of view of business. So these are the 2 subjects I will be taking care of. Then we have a paper 3 AFM and the paper 4 will be your of retail banking and wealth management. There are certain units in your IE IFS, PPB and retail banking and wealth management. These 3 subjects have a certain common units or the certain common content of the syllabus. Okay, when you start reading them, you will find it. Now, because this is an IE IFS class, so let's totally focus on this subject only now. So first of all, if we talk about this subject, things to remember here is that the subject have 4 modules, A, B, C and D. Then the second thing is there are 100 questions. How many questions are there in the paper? 100. Then marks will also be 100 and there is no negative marking. That's a very good point. There is no negative marking. Okay, it's very good for us. Okay, then next. The more important part, like I am saying, there are 100 question. Out of these 100 question, you will find 25 question of 2 marks. Okay, you will find 25 question of 2 marks. It means of 50 marks. Then 25 questions will be of 1 mark. It means it's a 25 marks. Then there will be 0.5 marks question. 50 questions will be of 0.5 marks. It means again a 25 marks. So this is how your 100 marks will be created. So you will find the paper in distribution of the marks of 0.5, 1 and 2. These 3 mark question paper will be made for you. Okay, and how many number of questions will be there, of what marks and what marks they will be covering, that's what have been given here. Okay, this is a feedback we have got from a banker who have cleared the JAIIB in June 2024 paper. Okay, like these are the distribution of marks. Now, the pattern of questions in the Indian economy, Indian financial system, you will find is the first pattern is very simple or very known to everyone, that is one-liner questions. Okay, one-liner questions will be there. Simple questions, like the question is asking, what is the penalty of CSR on defaulting officer? That's simple. Amount will be given 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, whatever the amount is. It's a one-liner question. They're asking what is the current SLR? What actually your, for example, red hiring prospectus, or they can ask simply what is the full form of RHP. So these are the one-liner questions you will find. Okay. Then the second we have match the following questions. Right, 2 columns will be given to us and we have to match the correct ones. So the second pattern we have is a match the following. Okay, the third pattern we have here, filling the blanks. So filling the blanks will not be a kind of like we used to have in a schools. It's a kind of paragraph given to us, and in a single paragraph, the multiple blanks will be given. Okay, in a single paragraph, multiple blanks will be given to us. Clear? So the filling the blanks pattern question will be there. After that, the next pattern of question we have is statement based question. Statement based questions. These statement based questions will be toughest questions, because in a single question they will give 5 to 6 or more than that statements, and they will ask which of the following is correct or which of the following is incorrect. Okay, or true or false. These kind of questions will be asked. So on a single topic you will find that 7 to 8 or 5 to 6 statements have been given. Okay, then after that we have a numerical questions. We have what? Numerical questions. There are certain limited chapters in IE IFS in which you will find the numerical questions. But in June 2024, there was no numerical in the first shift. In second and third, there was one. But in the first shift, there was no numerical. So there might be the numerical question they can ask, or there might be, they have not been asked. Around 8 to 10, or I can say 5 to 10. Hana? Marks question from the numerical point pattern can be asked if we find them. Otherwise, there is a no numerical question. Then we have a case study question. The case study questions chapter are very less, like from the insurance and the pension products, the schemes, Hana? These kind of chapters are there on which the case study questions will be asked. Otherwise, there is no other chapter from where we will find the case study questions. So these are the pattern of questions we have. Okay, these are what? These are the pattern of questions we have. Let me know. The pattern of question is clear to all of you? The pattern of question is clear to all of you? Okay, clear, right? So these are the pattern of questions we will be seeing in the paper of IE IFS. Okay, next. The maximum questions will be asked like answer the most appropriate. Answer the most appropriate question. Okay, maximum questions you will find have been asking or will be asking to you answer the most appropriate question. It means whatever options have been given to you, right? Whatever options have been given to you, from all of those options, which question you find, Hana, which question you find is a which option you find is the most appropriate. In this pattern of question, out of the 4 you will find 2 or 3 options are definitely feels like they are correct, because actually they are correct, but you have to find out of the correct, you have to find the what, you have to find the most appropriate question. Okay, so this is the pattern of question you will find in the IEIFS paper and other subjects as well. Next, what we have to do to clear these 4 modules. So these 4 modules covers your unit 45. Module A have 11 units. 1 to 11 units are in the module A. That is your Indian economic architecture. The module B have from 12 to 19. From 12 to 19 units are there in your module B. Okay, the module C have unit number 20 to 28. And the last module, that's your 4th module, it have from 29 to 45 units. Okay, 29 to how many units are there? 45 units are there. These are the total units we have in the Indian economy, Indian financial system subject. Okay, so total 45 units are there divided into 4 modules, and you can see the maximum units are in module D, right? The maximum units are in the module D, and that's why the weightage of module D in the paper is also high. Okay, so you can see here. If we talk about the Indian economy, Indian financial system, the module A, that's a part of your Indian economy. Module A and B, that's a part of your Indian economy subject. It have a 40% weightage. Hana, what's the weightage? 40% weightage is there of Indian economy. Then when it comes to Indian financial system, it have module C and D, and the 60% weightage is there in the paper. And the same has a weightage in the syllabus as well. The maximum syllabus you will find is in the C and D module, that is 60%. And A and B have a 40% weightage. In the module A and B, we will find the questions on the theory, like the history. Okay, like what was the contribution of Indian economy before 1947? What was the contribution of Indian economy in GDP, Indian economy in your, let's say, exports? What's the contribution of Indian economy? That kind of theory history can be asked. Then the concepts can be asked. Concepts means what is national income, what is GDP, what is monetary policy, what is fiscal policy. Like the concepts you have to remember. They will provide you the definitions in the option, and you have to answer which of the following is correctly defining the national income, for example. Then the data-based questions, it means number-based question. Your data like contribution of primary sector, contribution of secondary sector, contribution of tertiary sector. So those kind of questions pattern will be there. In C&D module paper or the C&D content, you will find conceptual based questions only. The maximum questions you will find from the C&D module, and maximum questions will be of your statement based and concepts based. Okay, statement based and concepts based questions will be there in the C&D module. Okay, now next. Now, if I talk about the syllabus of Indian economy, Indian financial system, module A is your Indian economic architecture. First, we have to study the overview of Indian economy. What was the pre-independence situation, the post-independence situation? Then we can say the post-liberalization situation, post-global financial crisis situation, and the post-COVID-19 situation. So all these we have to cover. All these we have to cover here. Then the sectors of Indian economy. There are 3 sectors of Indian economy: primary, secondary, and tertiary, that we have to cover. The economic planning, which will be done in every country to take the major economic decisions regarding the economic resources of the country. That's the economic planning, which used to be done by the Planning Commission, but now this planning is done by Niti Aayog in the country. Then the priority sector MSME. This unit you will find in IE IFS, in PPB, in RBWM. These priority sector and MSME chapter you will find in all the 3 subjects. Now, the infrastructure, including social infrastructure, then the globalization, economic reform, foreign trade policy, foreign investment like FDI, FII, FPI, and the economic development. International Economic Organization, World Bank, IMF, WTO. Then the climate change, sustainable development goals, and the last is issues facing Indian economy. These are the 11 units in your module A. Okay, then module B have very less units, and you can see first is your economic concepts related to banking will be defined in this unit, in this module. Fundamentals of economics, your micro and macroeconomics, these are the branches of economics, and then the types of economics. Okay, so supply and demand, money supply and inflation, theories of interest, business cycle, monetary policy and fiscal policy, system of national account and GDP concept, and the union budget. And the toughest chapter of whole subject is theories of interest. Okay, toughest chapter of all. Out of all the 45 units, you will find it will be your theories of interest of module B. Okay, now next. Next we have C module. C module talks about Indian financial architecture. The financial system overview, the banking system, the banking structure we can say, banking law, Reserve Bank of India Act, and the Banking Regulation Act, development financial institution like NABARD, SIDBI, NHB, EXIM, etc. Then microfinance institutions. Okay, there are 3 types of microfinance institution. Out of those 3, only one will be regulated by the RBI. So there are what? There are 3 types of microfinancial institutions: non-banking financial companies, insurance company, Indian financial system, and the reforms and development in the banking system. The recent reforms which we have seen in the Indian banking system was first the digital currency. Central bank digital currency. Okay, so CBDC, it's what the digital currency RBI have introduced. The second is National Asset Reconstruction Company Limited. That's a bad bank. Okay, that's a bad bank which have been introduced. And the third one is NAFID. That's a National Bank for Financing Infrastructure Development. These are the 3 major changes. Apart from that, all of the other changes have been seen, reforms have been seen. But these are the 3 major reforms and development which happened in the banking system recently. Okay, now this is your module D. So you can see module D is a biggest module of your IE IFS. The financial market, money market, capital market and stock exchange, fixed income market, foreign exchange market. You can see the first chapter is financial market. Then there are unit now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So first chapter is talking about a financial market, and then the 5 units are there which are individually defining these financial market. Like financial market types or the segments are money market, capital market, fixed income market, foreign exchange market, and derivative market. They all have been defined in the individual units also. It means the financial markets, all we have to cover in detail. Okay. Then the interconnectedness of markets, merchant banking, derivative market, factoring, forfeiting, trade receivables, venture capital, lease finance and hire purchase, credit rating and credit scoring, mutual fund, insurance product, pension product, para banking and financial services, real estate investment trust, and infrastructure investment trust. These are the total units of your Indian economy, Indian financial system. And module D, every unit will be seen in the paper. Like questions from every unit will be seen in the module D. But the importance will be different on the basis of your question ask. Like from the financial market or money market, you will find 1 or maximum 2 questions. But from capital market, it might be 3. From merchant banking, it might be 4 or 5. From para banking, it might be 5 to 6. So the priorities or the number of questions will be different from these units, but every unit will be asked in the paper. So it means you cannot skip anything. It means all modules, all units, and all concepts have to be covered. Because IIBA bifurcate the units very good. Hana, like you will find every unit have been asking a certain question to you, Hana, in the paper. But yes, the importance will be of units will be different. Okay, next. Now the marks distribution, you can see the module A and B covers around 30 to 40 marks. The module C and D covers around 60 to 65. Like average distribution, we are talking about the marks. So as you can see, C and D have a huge syllabus as well as they have a huge weightage in the paper as well. Okay, next. Next, we have the time that we have to allot. 25 to 30 hours minimum is required to cover your A and B module, and 45 to 50 hours are required to cover your C and D module. Okay, so we have to make sure we properly focusing on each of them. Now, the numerical, as I have told you, numerical questions will be seen. So these are the numerical topics. CSR is your corporate social responsibility. What is CSR? It is corporate social responsibility. Second is insurance. Okay, they can ask the insurance claim amount. Then the mutual funds, like net asset value can be asked. Then from the inflation rate will be asked. Okay. From money supply, M1, M2, M3, M4, M0 will be asked. From union budget, different types of deficits might be asked. Deficits like your fiscal deficit, revenue deficit, budgetary deficit, etc. Okay, there are total 5 types of deficits are there. How many has enrolled for this course? The details of batches, Akhilesh sir, I will let you know in the end of the session. Okay, if you are asking about the detail of the classes, I will inform you about the classes in the end of this session only. Okay, so just stay in the session to know about it. So now apart from that, union budget deficits question can be asked. Then system of national account can be asking the GDP, GNP, NDP, NNP, national income calculation, and the money multiplier, and the next is velocity of money. These also can be asked here. Okay, so these all are what? These all are the topics from where the numerical questions can be asked. Okay, so these are very simple. If you go for this now, if you go for the numerical part, it is very simple. Right, it is very simple. But yes, obviously, but there is a chances to be asked or not to be asked. Okay, but their numericals are very simple. It's not like AFM. It's very simple. Now, the key takeaways we have to remember is paper is lengthy. IE IFS paper is definitely lengthy. You cannot complete the paper within your 1 hour or less than 1 hour. Language is very tricky. In all the 3 attempts, May 2023, October 2023, June 2024, the language was very tricky in all the attempts. Then questions asked from depth of conceptual knowledge. Okay, the questions have been asked from the depth of the conceptual knowledge. It means it's not like you can give the 100 mock test or 500 mock test and you feel like you can clear the paper. Not possible. It's possible if you are a lucky child of a god, might be, or if you have a very good knowledge of the subject. Okay, already, like your background was there or something, then you can clear the paper. Otherwise, the depth of conceptual knowledge is required to clear this kind of paper. So overall, you can see the IIBF is making the questions paper right now is simply to ensure that bankers have thorough understanding of the foundational principles of banking, the regulations, the practices with the banking and financial industry, and as well as to make their career grow in the banking and financial system. So they are not simply asking you the questions so that you can clear the paper very easily and get the increment. No, they are asking such kind of questions so that you build a knowledge, you have a skill enhancement, you have knowledge enhancement, so that your knowledge, your skills will be utilized in the bank. Okay, for the welfare of the bank. Welfare means for the benefit of the bank, for increasing the bank's business, for increasing the growth of a banking business, right? So that's why they are asking the question from the depth knowledge, so that you can study the subjects very carefully in the very depth way, so that you will know or understand how these things are going to work in the practical banking as well. Okay, now let me know till now whatever we have discussed, do you guys have any doubt about it? About the group I will inform you, but right now let me know any other doubts. So this is the orientation class. When we will be having our first class, I will tell you about the groups as well. Okay, so first let me know here, is there any doubt? Okay. So now how the units will be covered, Shiva sir is asking, that I will let you know. So these are the batches. Those people who are on YouTube and those who are in paid classes already you have enrolled, do check here, like from now onwards, how you have to utilize the application. So these are the batches right now. And if you haven't enrolled right now, there is a 81% discount is going on all the batches. And on Mahapack, 81% discount plus the double validity is also there. So the batch we are starting from today, that's an increment batch. It's an increment English medium batch. 4 mentors will be there. Vishal sir will be taking care of RBWM. I will be taking care of IE, IFS and PPB. Aarti ma'am and Niharika ma'am will be taken care of. Will be taking care of your AFM subject. Okay. Apart from that, how to enroll in the batch, how the classes will go, if all the units you will be covering in live class or something, that I will inform you. So first of all, in these batches, you will get the live conceptual classes. Paid class PDF will be given to you. Topic-wise test will be there. Full-length mock test will be there. Ebooks will be there for all of you. Okay. Apart from that, the Mahapack have all live class, all mock tests, video solution, revision batches, recorded videos, ebooks, numerical batches if introduced, then case study batches, topic-wise questions, in-depth analysis of subject, everything will be there. With that, mini and Maha marathons will be there. Okay. Practice papers will be there. Doubt session you can ask from your mentor for 2nd and 4th Saturday, because you guys have holiday on that day. And apart from that, you will get the Maha revision also. The Maha revision session will also be available here. The Chalisa session will also be available here. So these are the things which are available in Mahapack, and these are the things which will be available in your individual increment batch. Okay. So I would suggest go with the Mahapack, everything will be available. Because if in future you want to do the revision with the live classes because you are not able to understand how to cover the whole syllabus in the next 15 days, then the revision batch will be a part of your Mahapack. Okay, in Mahapack you will get the revision batch. So here, how to find out the study plan? It is available on the store. So first of all, you have to download the Adda 24/7 application. After downloading the application, you will find here, this is the application homepage. Just go to the all courses, click on the JAIIB, CAIIB, then go to the JAIIB October. Okay, now these are the batches. So you can go with the Mahapack or you can go with the increment batch, whatever you want to go for. Now, how to check what classes will be available, how to give the topic-wise test, full-length mock test, do check this. This is the applications homepage, applications increment batch page. So when you click on the live classes, you will find AFM, PPB, IFS and JAIIB, RBWM. All the 4 subjects have been given here. Okay. And because the batch is starting from today, so that's why you can see the classes will be available to you. Let's say, for example, if I click here on IE IFS, you will find the certain classes pre-recorded available. We have started the module A from 28th of June, and from there you will find a certain classes recorded that is of 1 hour class or 1.5 hour classes. Okay, this is available to you for IE IFS. Now, apart from that, if you want to check AFM, you can check the AFM classes also. Okay, Niharika ma'am started from 12th of July, and you will find the recording of these sessions. And what will be available in recording form, what will be available live, I will tell you. Just wait. Then for test series, you can click on the test series. You will find the topic-wise test series of PPB, RBWM, IEFS. So when you click on this, you will, there are 45 units. So unit number 29 MCQ is there. Then unit 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So you can see all the units are there. Hana till 45. Then more MCQ 01 is your unit 1. So the sequences somehow mismatch here. But whatever MCQ number you will find here, that MCQ number will tell you that what kind of unit it have a test of. Okay, so all these are the tests you will get in the batch. And these are the 5 ebooks which will be available to all of you. Clear? So this is how you can check all the details. Now for the study plan, just scroll down and you will find here the study plan. So this is your study plan. Okay, IE IFS study plan is here. So you can see, you will find a certain classes pre-recorded of module A and B. And we will be starting from the module C. Okay, we will be till module B, you will get a pre-recorded classes. But yes, do not worry about it. If it is a pre-recorded class, when you are watching the class, and if you find the doubts, you can write it down and you can ask in the another class, whatever the next class will be. Or you can simply ask in the paid groups. We have a paid groups of all the bankers who have enrolled in the offices at 24/7 batches. So in the paid group, you can ask the question, or you can ask the mentor to conduct a doubt session for module A or for module B or for module C or whatever doubt session you require. Okay, accordingly, the doubt session for the pre-recorded classes as well as the live classes will be available. Okay, now, so this is the 3rd of August. 3rd of August, we are having an orientation class, and from 8th of August, we will be starting our module C. Okay, so you will get right now what you will do in between these days. You can simply start with your A and B's recording. Okay, so we will be starting module C from 8th of August. Clear? Okay, done. So this is how you can check the study plan of all the other subjects as well. Everything is available here. Now, after checking all the things, click on the buy now option, enter a code here. That will be your Y496. One second. Okay, the code you have to use is Y496 and apply. Once you apply this, you will find here 80% discount is available. It's visible to you, but 1% additional discount will be available to you on this batch if you use the code Y496 on the application. So 1% discount will be available in form of coins. Okay, that will be around 3,700 something. The actual amount you have to pay for the increment batch. Now for the Mahapack, you can check the same thing. If you have enrolled in the Mahapack or you are going to enroll in the Mahapack. Okay, so you can check all the details of Mahapack similarly. Just this is a Mahapack page. Okay, Mahapack 2.0. Just click on the 600 plus live classes. You will find JAIIB October 2024. You have to click on the JAIIB October 2024. You will find all the batches detail. Okay, right, you can increment, IEFS, increment, PPB, and when you scroll down, all the October 2024 batches will be available. If you have a Mahapack, just use one particular batch and start preparing for that batch. Okay, then this is how you will find the test series of JAIIB October 2024. Hana? Then you can find the ebooks here for JAIIB October 2024. Ebooks will be available. Then the video courses for JAIIB October 2024 will be available. So this is how you can check your Mahapack content also. Okay, then click on the buy now option, enter a code here. That will be Y496 and apply. Again, 80% discount it will show to all of you, but 1% additional discount will be available if you purchase from our 24/7 application. So on the price of your 6 months validity, you are getting a 1 year validity here. Okay, so this is how you can enroll, and this is how you can check your content, and this is how you have to utilize your application for the next certain months so that you can clear the paper. Shreya ma'am, if you remember, I have told in the yesterday's class that we will be having a 6 to 8 a.m. class, the extra class we had in the morning. In the last session or the last class, yesterday I have informed you in the class also. Clear? So is it okay? Is there any other doubts of any one of yours? Let me know. Possible to clear all the 4 subjects depends on Jai sir, that what level of knowledge of subject you have and how much efforts you can put. No doubt clearing a JAIIB paper is now a tough task, but yes, a lot of bankers have cleared the paper in a single attempt. Okay, in all the 4 subjects, and with the very good marks, 50 plus 55 plus marks they have got in all the 4 subjects. So it is possible, but yes, you have to put extra efforts. Okay, but yes, also be true to yourself. If you feel like that I have a less time now, because for this attempt we have only 3 months, we had only 3 months, but now it's already August started, and in October 23 we have a paper. So now hardly 2 months are there for us. In between your Dashera, your Raksha Bandhan, all these functions, festivals will be there. So be true to yourself. If you feel like after, so first what you can do, you can attempt the topic wise test and the full length mock test as per your classes syllabus have been completed. And if you feel like a certain subject is there in which you are weak, then you can bifurcate that I will be giving these paper in October and that these paper in the next attempt. But you have to be true to yourself. I cannot guide in that case for you because I do not know how much better you are performing in a certain subject, or how much better knowledge you have of a certain subject, or how much a struggle you are facing in understanding a particular subject. So you have to be true to yourself. Analyze yourself, check your level, that at what level your preparation is, and give the mock test and find out by yourself that is it possible to clear all the 4 papers. No doubt it is possible, but if you want to do that, you have to put more efforts, and the more efforts will depends on from what level you are starting. Are you a beginner for the JAIIB? Are you starting are you giving you this paper after a gap of let's say 10 to 15 years of working? So a lot of things are there which have to be checked, right? So if you want more things to discuss, obviously you have a number, you can contact there. Okay, we will discuss the things further. So this is how you can enroll, and now we will be having a class on 8th with the module C first demo, which will be available on YouTube. Okay, but also if you have any doubt, you can ask. Now I am checking your comments. Okay, Shreya ma'am, for the next day class, I will inform you in the in our paid group. Okay, because here are certain new students are also there, new bankers are also there. So I will inform about the class in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so I guess this is all. So let's end the session here. We'll see you all in the next class that will be on 8th, right? The class will be on 8th, in which we will be discussing our module C, or starting a module C. Okay, so before going, do not forget to subscribe to the channel JAIIB CAIIB English Medium. This is the channel which you have to regularly look for, in which you will find the sessions, in which you will find the strategy classes, all the details classes, everything will be available on the channel. That is JAIIB CAIIB English Medium. Okay, so that's all for today. Good luck with your preparation. We all are here to help you out to clear your paper. If you find any doubt, or if you feel like demotivated or something else, like you want to discuss something else, so you can obviously approach to us. And now we will be meeting on 8th. You can start with the module A recording, which is already available to all of you in your accounts. And from the module C, we will be taking a live sessions with all of you from 8th of August. Okay. So take care, everyone. Good night to all of you. About the paid batch group, I will inform you in the next class. This is the orientation class. Do not worry about it. Start with the module A recording, and we will meet on our 8th of August. Okay. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining the session, and good night.